Prologue. 3 houses. Deep in the forest, the mercenary meets a trio of youths, each a student at Garrigmach's Officers' Academy, and a leader of one of the school's 3 houses. Striking down the bandit chief who attacked the students brings undue attention to the mercenary, who soon arrives at the hallowed gates of Garrigmach.
And with that, may I present the mercenary I spoke of?
Greetings. My name is Rhea, and I am the Archbishop of the Church of Seros. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for rescuing our students.
I'm just glad I could help.
Such modesty is not required around me. Your actions were truly commendable.
However, the reason we summoned you here was not simply to express our gratitude. We have a proposal for you, one made on behalf of the church itself.
What kind of proposal?
Someone told you of the Officers' Academy here at the monastery, yes? We would have you join this academy as a student.
You what?
Though you are a mercenary, I understand you are not currently beholden to any one particular employer. Also, the students you rescued are close to your own age. Your life could be greatly enriched here.
Or she's heard about our power and wants to keep us on a short leash. And yet she's taking it almost as a given that we'll accept. It's infuriating.
Sorry, but the world's got other plans for me. I can't afford to stay here forever.
Oh, this would not be forever. You would only be enrolled for 1 year. Bear in mind that the Knights of Seros and many other powerful warriors pass through these gates. Whether you seek to someday become an officer, or simply increase your own strength, this environment will undoubtedly aid in your pursuits.
They've really talked us into a corner here. I think I see where this is going.
All right, I'm in.
A wise decision. We will do all we can to ensure you do not regret it.
I believe you will go far.
If I may, permit me to tell you a bit more about the school itself. The Academy is divided into 3 houses and draws in the most promising young talents from every corner of Fodlan. Some are noble-born, while others spring from more humble roots. But within these walls, all are treated as equals. We ask our prospects to spend a year living under the same dormitory roof, so they can challenge each other, work hard, and grow together.
Each of our houses corresponds to one of Fodlan's 3 regions. Edelgard leads the Black Eagle House, which is for students from the Adrestian Empire. Dimitri leads the Blue Lion House, home to students from the Holy Kingdom of Fargus. And Claude leads the Golden Deer House, for students from the Leicester Alliance.
We could select a house for you ourselves, but as all of this was our idea, perhaps we should leave this decision to you. You are something of a special case, after all.
So I can join any house I want?
Yes, you have simply to name it. So you wish to join Edelgard's Black Eagles. Are you certain?
Yep, that's the one. I'm sure of it.
May you build wonderful and lasting friendships in your new house.
Well then, with that taken care of, it's time to decide which of us will supervise which house.
Yes, it turns out we just underwent a last-minute roster change. I guess you two haven't met. This is Professor Yuritsa, our weapons instructor.
Hello.
I can already tell I'm gonna learn a lot from you.
Will you now?
Do my ears deceive me? Or is that curiosity I hear in your voice, Professor Yuritsa? I thought all the houses were the same to you. Perhaps you should be in charge of our new student's house, hmm?
I don't care. You decide.
Well, you'll certainly hear no objections from me. Professor Manuela, you and I can take charge of the remaining houses.
What? It's decided already? I was at least expecting a fight. Maybe some hair pulling? And as for you, my mysterious new student, I look forward to getting to know you much, much better throughout the year.
The gall of these people making decisions for you. It's enough to make one's head spin.
Right. In any case, I'm looking forward to learning from you, Professor Yuritsa.
I'll inform you of our first mission soon.
Sorry, what mission?
Oh, did we fail to mention that? Each month, every house in the Academy is given a mission entailing some form of service to the Church.
Well, what do you think? I believe there is a very good chance it will work.
Perhaps, Lady Edelgard. But is that chance not outweighed by the danger of matters going awry? We have managed to walk the knife's edge so far, but what you are suggesting is open hostility. If they so much as catch wind of our intentions, things will go sideways very quickly.
Regardless, this is our last opportunity to save her. Frankly, it's a miracle we even have the chance.
I thought you once proclaimed not to believe in miracles, Lady Edelgard.
And I don't. At least not the kind one has to sit around and wait for. But right now, everyone is exactly where we need them. Her, the bandits, the string pullers, and the perfect instructor with the perfect mission. I'm going to make this miracle happen, and I will do so for our future.
Then we'd best have a plan in place to finish the job, in case they catch on. I expected you to burn a few bridges, but this plan would be akin to setting half the countryside on fire.
Which is exactly why I'm counting on you, Hubert, and why I'm grateful to have you by my side. Welcome to the Black Eagle House. I'm pleased you selected us.
Whoa, wait, what? You're a student now? And not only that, you're one of us? That's great!
Wait, stop! I don't know this person! Oh, why are there so many new faces?
That's what you get for skipping this year's first field excursion, Byrne. A lot happened. There was even a bandit attack. Did you really not hear about any of this?
Bandits! Now I'm extra glad I skipped out.
I must say, the church took a bold step in enrolling you. A decision which I, of course, You helped Edelgard. and we stand to learn quite a bit from one so skilled.
Yes, I have eagerness to examine the fighting of mercenaries. We should be sparring, 1 versus 1.
If anyone needs me, I'll be asleep and... Wait, hold on. Do you have a crest? Did Professor Hanneman even check?
Oh, he checked all right. Sorry to say I'm certifiably crestless.
Strange. You definitely seem the type.
And now you know the rest of our house. We may not be perfect, but we support each other as best we can.
Here approaches Professor Yuritsa. That makes all of us.
Remember your mission?
We are to eliminate the remaining members of the Iron King's thieves that attacked the chief. Costas has already been struck down, and now...
Even with our limited experience, we should be able to defeat them handily.
Good. Prepare yourself.
Of course, Professor... Oh, he's...
So it would seem. Right.
Wait, but I need to tell the professor... Oh, good work, Bernie. Why didn't you speak up sooner?
I know what you mean. I never even got the chance to break out my best leap. He's a real tough nut, that's for sure. Says just as much as he has to, and makes...
Well, the less you say, the greater your mystique.
True enough. There's not much charm in someone who talks your ear off at every
Whatever the case, I expect all Black Eagles to participate in this mission. And I look forward to seeing our mercenary friend here in action.
I won't let you down.
There you are, Yuritsa. I have word from the knights.
It is time.
Yes. The bandits have fled north into the canyon bordering Count Ro's land in the kingdom. But the knights have cut off their escape, and now stand ready to provide whatever support the students may require.
We'll leave at once.
I needn't remind you, this is the first real battle for some. I trust you will keep them safe. Though I likely do not need to worry with an...
No, you don't. You there. It's time for the mission.
About time we saw some action.
Lost sight of them?
Ashamed to admit it, but yes. It's possible someone magicked the bandits away. But why go to that kind of trouble for a handful of highwaymen scum?
So be it. We'll follow the blood scent.
Right, of course.
We're leaving. Everyone, follow me.
Professor, wait! Well, he must have some idea where the bandits went.
Pathetic.
Professor Yuritsa, you shouldn't charge ahead like that.
Bandits!
Dead by my hand.
Yes, they look quite dead indeed. Are these the miscreants we were meant to deal with?
How is one to tell? Do you know, Professor? Were you following some manner of lead?
No, but it's them.
That fortress?
Yes, Caspar, that's what he said. Something...
Nope. It just seemed suspicious.
You're something else, Caspar. Still, I guess the place does look kind of...
We're near the border of the kingdom and the empire. But that is no...
It's not the kingdoms either. And they're not flying any kind of banner.
Then give us allowance to be storming their base and crush...
It might be a little dangerous for us to handle on our own, Petra.
Yes, I mean, I agree. We should all, go home.
But the bandits might be inside, and they must answer for their crimes. It is our noble duty to finish them off before they can bring harm to another soul.
This isn't about nobles. It's about doing the right thing, period.
We'll be heroes if we manage to take out an entire bandit outpost. This is the kind of stuff I live for.
Since when are you so gung-ho?
Oh. Enough. This is not our decision to make. Professor Yuritsa?
The mission stands. Enter the fortress. There are no signs of life. We may be chasing ghosts.
Professor, are you having the ability to speak with ghost spirits?
It is just an expression, Petra. It means there is probably no one here.
Ah, I am understanding now. You have my thanks.
Well, if that's settled, let us make ready. Make sure you're prepared before we...
We'll put the bandits to rout. Follow me.
Hey! We got intruders! You must be a bad guy if you're pointing a weapon at me. Get ready to pay!
A pack of thieves is no match for us. Though I do wish they had given me time to announce my name.
Careful. Do not let the enemies be ganging up on you.
I'm not letting you out. My life depends on you.
Now we know who to kill to open the gate.
Sorry, everyone. I tried to stop them.
Let's secure the interior. This place is bigger than I thought. Split up.
All of these dead bodies are enough to numb the senses.
Right then, let us go to work. I will see my duty done.
There's not a question of can, only a matter of will. Leave this to me.
Here I go. No mistakes. They must learn who they're up against.
Is that a treasure chest? Yes. It seems we will need a key to open it.
I was all ready to grab a nice haul from that chest. And now those intruders are all over the thing.
Bandit appears to be holding the key.
We'll have
These defenses crippled in short order.
This is certainly not what we signed up for.
I will capture this stronghold.
It's no better inside the fortress than it was on the outside.
I can't take this anymore! I want to go home!
That takes care of securing the bandit hideout. Unless something else concerns you, Professor.
Yeah, right. Search the basement. Something's amiss.
Yeah, right!
I've got this. Hey, there's a prisoner down here. And she looks like an academy student?
Here to rescue me? Lady Edelgard!
Monica, how did you... No, my questions can wait.
Thank you for saving me.
Don't let the girl escape, or Grania will make us wish we were dead.
It's not safe here. We must take the girl and run.
Whoever they...
We've got a friend.
They seem to be targeting that student. It falls upon us to keep her safe, no matter the cost.
Still here.
Still improving.
Splendid. Though yours is indeed a power that holds.
Nope.
Leave me alone already!
Here they come. Everyone, protect Monica.
There will be no way forward until we strike down these scoundrels.
The way is clear. Come, we need to hurry.
Sorry I'm slowing you down. The world is still a little wobbly at the moment.
Now's our chance to give them the slip.
More bandits that eluded us. Leave none alive.
Not yet.
Okay. We should be safe here. I mean, I hope we are at least.
All right. Who came in here and trashed my beautiful stronghold?
Hi there. I'm Grania, but you can just call me
The lady that's about to murder you.
or, don't.
It's her. So be it. Kill her.
If you truly are Grania, then it is you who will die this day.
Good. Then we can proceed as planned.
If you've got any pretty last words lined up, now would be the time. Not that I'm going to pay attention. So you're not going anywhere, Monica. I have something very special planned for you.
You asked for it. Release the creature we captured. This is going to be trouble. On your guards, everyone.
Attack in force. You'll never defeat it alone.
All the numbers in the world won't save you.
That's the last of them.
I'm here to aid you.
Unlike any beast I have ever encountered. It will be a grueling battle unless we combine our strength.
That strength is beginning to wane. Press the attack.
They defeated a demonic beast? Impossible! Talus isn't going to like this at all. You'll pay for this. You'll all pay!
That snake escaped. But still, Monica is safe, and that's what matters.
Gotta keep aiming higher.
I must get stronger.
Any experience is worth having.
I am the noble standard.
I won't let myself stop here. Gotta keep aiming higher. This'll help me break new boundaries.
I thought I would never breathe fresh air again for as long as I lived. I'm not sure what to say except thank you, everyone.
How did you end up in such an awful place, Monica? I heard you went missing in House Ox territory.
I did indeed. In fact, I was on the verge of graduation when I was kidnapped by the strangest people. Oh, how silly of me not to introduce myself. I'm Monica von Ox. I'm the eldest child of Baron Ox, and one of your Highness's most loyal subjects. Seeing as you saved my life, I plan to devote that very life back to helping your cause.
You've not changed at all, though I do appreciate the enthusiasm.
Monica was a Black Eagle in last year's class. One might say she's part of the old guard.
I'm not sure how I feel about you calling people old.
Yes. This all began when the knights lost sight of the bandits and you gave chase. Afterward, you entered a suspicious fortress and rescued a missing student. Well, there's nothing wrong with that. I'll be sure to smooth things over for you once we're back.
Sounds good. But, why are you even here, Alois?
Because the knights sent for help after you left them behind. Did you expect anything different? Not that I'm trying to lay blame at your feet. I know you were following Professor Euritza's lead, so I think everyone involved can head home knowing they did just swell. For as you know, all's swell that ends swell.
Still, I find this a rather grave turn of events. To think the same bandits who attacked our charges were behind another student's abduction.
I never said I was kidnapped by bandits.
Now that I think on it, not everyone in that fortress was dressed like a common rogue. Perhaps the bandits were mere decoys while some other villain pulled strings.
Yeah, there was one real piece of work. Kranya, I think, who managed to escape. I've seen all kinds of people as a mercenary, and she was definitely not your everyday bandit.
You're on the right path. Perhaps I should just tell you who kidnapped me, seeing it.
What? Why didn't you mention this earlier?
Everyone was busy speculating, so it was difficult to cut in.
What do you know, child? Out with it.
Her Highness can vouch for this, but my memory is quite strong.
Try remarkable. You never forget a face, even one seen only at a glance.
Your Highness, thank you for the compliment. I'm certain of what I saw. The one who kidnapped me was surely Tomas the librarian.
Tomas? Impossible!
But Tomas has been at Garreg Mach even longer than I have. I don't want to believe it, but based on what you say, we've no—
But Sir Alois—
Be on guard. If Tomas is in league with Kranya...
Very well. I will quietly report the matter to Lady Rhea and leave the decision in her hands. Not a word of this to anyone. Is that clear?
Well, now things are getting interesting. Honestly, did not see this coming. So what do you make of this Kranya? What?
You seemed preoccupied with her during the battle. She a friend of yours?
Sadly, I wouldn't know. My memory is but a shadow at this— Gone! Vanished! Lost! I remember meeting you, but before— And yet, the moment I saw her, I was struck with the most inexplicable feeling. I couldn't tell you if it was revulsion or affection.
And here I thought I had it tough.
Are you worried about me? How adorable! Oh.
And so, the Archbishop has elected to apprehend Tomas.
He has been away from Garreg Mach for days now. During his absence, an investigation of his behavior and personal effects laid—
The knights have been instructed to await his return and take him in. As quietly as possible, of course.
We want him alive, so we might discover the whereabouts.
I'm glad they actually believed me.
If they doubted you, you would have known it the moment they clapped you in irons and led you away.
So who is this Tomas guy anyway? You say he works in the—
He does. I've lost track of how many times I've spoken to the man.
No surprise, Lynn. You practically live at the library.
So what did he look like again? Is he the big
Burly? Not even close. He's a frail old man with a walking—
From what I understand, he's been at Garreg Mach for 40 years, at least. It is hard to imagine that he had been plotting evil that whole time.
Transformation? Would someone not be noticing if Tomas changed his appearance?
He meant a mental transformation, not a physical one.
I am excited to have learning of this strange new expression. I must be thanking you.
If they were really worried about transformations, you'd expect they would turn their gaze to you.
So this Tomas person sent the bandits after us? What an awful man. We're lucky to be alive.
You're one to talk, Bernadetta. You weren't even there.
Yes, you were not having reason to fear for your continued living.
You're right!
Everyone, pipe down! Are they ready at the gates?
Yes, sir. Every exit is covered.
Well, it sounds like Tomas has returned. I don't know why I know this, but you need to get out there, and quickly.
Where are you going?
There he is!
That man down there.
Lady Rhea wants to speak with you. I suggest you accept.
This doddering persona of mine will benefit me no further.
What is this?
Familiar, right?
Such hubris from mere vermin. You will pay for this.
Find him!
Right! What he did was just like...
Prologue. The Shadows of Adrestia. Upon his return to Garreg Mach, the humble Tomas shapeshifts and flees, and not even the Knights of Ceros's most concerted efforts can track down the erstwhile librarian. Meanwhile, Edelgard seizes upon Monica's rescue as a chance to start down a radically different path than she had originally planned.
Things went like clockwork with Monica.
Thanks to Professor Yuritsa playing his part so ably. And equally to those arrogant fools for letting their guards down.
I doubt we will see such fortune next time.
Next time? Don't tell me.
The moment has come to take matters into our own hands at the Imperial capital. This is our chance to finally be rid of them.
But, Lady Edelgard, we aren't ready. We'll need an entire host to keep them in check.
And we have one. The Church.
Forgive my impertinence.
You are the man who once told me to leave no sword in its scabbard.
Yes, but one must also take care not to wound them. I'm sorry, milady. But this plan is ill-advised. And even if I were to ignore common sense and go along, it still throws our future plans into...
I thought you devised countermeasures to deal with the Church. Use them.
But those were meant for... Very well. Are you absolutely certain this is the path?
I am anything but certain. Yet the bandit attack in the mountains created an opportunity we cannot ignore. And I doubt the appearance of this new mercenary is simple coincidence. Plans can be rewritten, Hubert. Either will you sit around and wait for a miracle? Or will you help me seize control of my fate?
I am with you, Lady Edelgard. Then let us walk forward on this path and see where it takes us.
I apologize for bringing this to you on such short notice, Archbishop.
Not at all, Edelgard. But might I ask, what prompted this sudden desire to return to Inbar?
We believe one of Tomas's collaborators may have infiltrated the capital.
My word!
Tomas tended the library at Garreg Mach for decades, with nary a blemish on his record. And then, without warning, he drops his disguise and reveals himself to be a vile someone at the capital. Also fits that pattern.
And who might that be?
My uncle, and regent of the Empire, Volkhard von Arundel.
His lordship briefly defected from the Empire before reappearing several years later. But he returned a changed man, and began seizing power almost immediately. Witnesses claim he wields dark magic in secret.
That does sound suspicious, if these witnesses can be believed.
I would ask that you do believe them, as the information comes from my own House Vestra.
I see. And when you return to the capital, how do you propose to deal with this?
Lord Arundel has the support of a number of influential nobles, and while we have allies of our own, it's likely they'll require some convincing. To that end, we wish to bring our friends here at the Academy, their daughters and sons.
We hoped you would consider deploying the Knights of Ceros.
You wish to march on the Empire?
Your support would give credence to our claims.
Additionally, the Knights would keep the populace in check upon our arrival.
The more I hear of this, the more credible the threat sounds.
It's clear you have thought carefully and planned well.
We intend to seize the palace with our own forces, and we'll do our utmost to contain the conflict there. But we still need your help.
I have two conditions. The first, when you capture Lord Arundel, he is to be turned over to the Knights at once. The second, our Knights are not to engage in battle directly.
I would have it no other way.
Step lightly, Edelgard. Should these claims about Lord Arundel prove, make no mistake as to who will be held accountable.
Understood. But please know we have nothing to gain from deceiving the Church.
Very well. I will summon the Knights and let you instruct them as to your plan. May the Goddess watch over you all.
Well, that was certainly an unexpected conclusion to the whole Tomas saga. Thanks to his shape-shifting ability, he slipped free of the knights and escaped.
Shape-shifting.
Yes, that's what I said. Also, I know what you want to say next. His
powers are just like the ones you gave me. Are you in league with him, Arval? Where did these powers come from?
If I am in league with him, no one has informed me. Still, I saw what you saw. Clearly, we don't have a monopoly on shape-shifting.
And now that everyone knows about Tomas, some of them must have connected the dots back to me. At least they've had the grace to keep it to themselves.
It's because they trust you. Hold on, someone's coming.
Ah, there you are.
Something wrong?
I must return to the Imperial capital soon for an important matter. Will you join me? Most of the other Black Eagles are coming.
What's this about?
I fear I must keep that to myself until we're closer to the capital. But I promise you this. There will be battle, and you—
Are you sure? I mean, these
are like the ones Tomas used? Yes, that is a bit disquieting. Still, you've given me no reason to— You could have wrested yourself free of us from the start. You fought by our side and helped us save Monica. But here's my true proposal. If you accompany us, there's a good chance you'll learn where you're—
Ooh, now that is intriguing.
In that case, I accept.
If you would, do you have a moment?
Huh?
Excuse me. Over here.
Nuh-uh. I agree.
My word is a bond. Well...
Don't let me down. If I may.
Let's see. So basically...
Hello. What do you think?
What? Solon's been unmasked?
Yes, my lord. Rooted right out of the monastery.
First Kronya's debacle, and now this. What in the world is going on?
I know not, my lord.
keep our composure for a start. Send word to the kingdom and see that. Tell him to remain prudent. If he must go into hiding, so.
At once, my lord.
Yes?
Lord Regent, I have urgent tidings to report.
You may enter.
Forgive the intrusion, my lord, but we just learned the Knights of Seros march. Their purpose is unclear, but they will arrive by morning.
The Knights of Seros?
There's only one person who could be behind it. They may already be within the palace walls. Mobilize the guards and search. If anyone so much as looks at you—
Yes, my lord.
Her Highness has given the signal, Valdemar.
Already? I had thought they were still negotiating.
The situation must have changed. Our children are still at Garreg-Mach.
I admire how strong she's become. I just wish we'd had—
Well, if she's caught us with our breeches down, imagine how they feel. I can't wait to see the confused look on those dastards' faces.
As if you'd be content to watch. Once the battle starts, which means I'll have to make it clear where I—
These are your instructions. I am at— For some time now, Enbar Palace has been infested with the same darkness you saw in Tomas. They have made a puppet of the Emperor and plot with disloyal subjects to seize control. Our objective is to stamp these traitors out, seize the palace, and
You realize it's just us. Still, the Empire is having many soldiers.
Those who can be won over will be. And the realization they are fighting the Imperial Princess. We have also secured the cooperation of several nobles.
Very impressive, Your Highness. And very you.
Just you watch. We'll take them all down and have the bards singing our names by—
So here we are, ready to deal a masterstroke to the heart of the mighty Empire.
We'll infiltrate the palace through the rear gate. Then apprehend Lord Arundel and from there, we'll secure the palace's strategic positions.
If that is our plan, then time cannot be wasted. You can hear them scrambling in the palace from here. Lead the way, Your Highness. Oh, and make sure to keep her safe, Hubert. You know every square inch of that place, after all.
Just mind you don't fall prey to your own distractions.
These villains have had free run of my house for too long.
It was easy enough slipping in the back. The knight's unexpected visit must have thrown the court into disarray.
In that case, we'd best find and apprehend Duke Ire and Lord Arundel before they grow wise to our school.
Duke Ire should be in the throne. He'll enter through the back way.
Yes, that way he will never see our coming. But we must hurry.
The guards along the way are in Duke Ire's employ, so deal with them as you must.
surrender, Duke Ire.
What in the... No! Seal the gate now!
Well, this complicates things. We'll have to cut around through the gardens.
Still fight!
Send soldiers to the gardens!
I want a sword on every path to myself and those rats!
The man is so desperate he doesn't realize he's already lost. So let us break through and prove it to him.
What's to stop him from running away?
Oh, I already solved that particular problem. The time has come, ministers. Show the Duke your true allegiance lies with the Empire.
Apologies, Ludwig, but if you want to leave, it'll have to be through me.
And if you want back in, you must go through me. Although I must seem like nothing in comparison to that bear at the front gates.
You would turn on me now. Preposterous.
Wait, so those are the nobles you won over? When did you find the time to orchestrate that?
Now we have Duke Ire pinned down. Let us clip his wings for good.
Still improving. That was brilliant fighting, but I will not be outdone. Anything for Lady
No. You're still outnumbered, and this isn't done until I say it is.
It's Prime Minister. Lay down your arms and surrender peacefully.
Here it comes! You're done!
Use the fire orbs! I don't care if you bring the palace down around us. Just do it!
They're shooting at us? We should probably do something about that.
The ambitions of Ludwig von Eyre won't be broken by the likes of you. How can this be? I have riches, power. I am as great as a man can be.
Well done, everyone. That just leaves Lord Arundel.
Yes, but he is the one we need to worry about. Keep moving and remain alert.
You've idols been captured already. You will have the grace to buy me some time. Well, I've little interest in chasing virgins, so it's time for me to deploy my wild card.
Dark magic. Find the casters and strike them down so we might dispel this sorcery.
Come, Voldemort. You and I can split up and sweep the palace.
A fine idea, Leopold. Let us make clear to these fell warlocks that they are most
Begin. The Sky Spirit watches over me.
Leave this one to me. That's my cue.
Right then, let us go to work. I will see.
Here I go. No mistakes. They must learn who they're up against.
I will gladly handle this. Orders received.
welcome in this place.
I'm afraid to consider how we'd stand without those two on our side.
We are fighting on the side of Count Burgleys. Let us bring this stronghold down efficiently.
Keep it on. We must eliminate the mages.
These are definitely the same people who kidnapped me. There! That should stop those fire orbs from, well, firing.
You people are all magic and no muscle. I'll snap you like twigs.
You know, it may benefit us to learn more about this dark magic.
hurt.
I can still fight!
I've got this.
Barrier should dissipate now.
That still didn't stop them. It seems they came prepared for any eventuality.
Quickly now! We need to reach Lord Arundel before he slips through our fingers.
Any who sided with Duke I...
Wretched vermin.
Now, or Lord Arundel and oppressed Her Highness will receive no quarter for this.
Hubert, you finally said something I like. Now let's go stamp them out.
However, you clearly have no concept of how terrifying I can be.
Banish the darkness, and the terror will fade as well. Are you starting to understand the situation you're in?
So many. Perhaps I underestimated you.
That takes care of the cleanup. I think Her Highness should be very pleased with me indeed.
Whether or not she is pleased with you should be of secondary concern. The most important matter is what benefits Lady Ada.
Sorry, what?
I know when I am bested.
Not happening!
We are the darkness itself, and the darkness cannot be slain.
He escaped.
Cowardly of him. But we can take comfort in our victory either way.
I guess.
Now what?
Huh? Are you kidding me? When mercs want to celebrate a win, we slap our open palms together, like that.
A commendable victory, Lady Edelgard.
Thank you, Hubert. Still, I don't much like how those rats managed to keep skittering.
I imagine that guy's pretty close with Kranya and Tomas, since he shapeshifted and all.
Yes. They are all part of a clandestine organization attempting those who slither in the dark.
Huh. Never heard of him.
So, what is the plan now, Your Highness?
We make ready for my coronation. Hubert, gather everyone in the throne room.
At once, Your Highness.
Oh, this is wonderful! Your
Yes, but first I must speak with the Minister of Domestic Affairs, as well. I wasn't expecting all of you this soon. What do you—
We demand an explanation. You arrested my father, Edelgard. How could you do such a thing without discussing it with me first?
I'm probably not getting the finer points here, but you basically defeated both my father and Ferdinand's. Is that right?
I wasn't fighting your father, Caspar. He was—
So, what about my father?
Unfortunately not.
Oh, okay.
Look, I'm sure you have your reasons for all of this. But maybe you should sit down and talk us through it.
And I intend to. We'll reconvene later and clear everything up then. Monica, join me. We'll talk as we go. I must get stronger.
I won't let myself stop here. Gotta keep aiming higher.
Who knew this power slept within?
A new power is now being mine.
I must make the most of this ability.
And you say I have 2 years to complete these preparations.
In cooperation with Count Hevering, of course. You and Hubert can finalize the details later. As I won't be choosing a prime minister for some time, I realize this may result in extra work for you. However, that also means more latitude to do things as you see fit. So
I will not rest until I discover a solution, Your Highness. So long as our military leaders don't tread on my toes, I shouldn't.
For something this big, you better believe we'll have plenty of need for resources. Leave it to a narrow-minded quill carrier like you to call that treading on your toes.
In Her Majesty's name, I will decide what is and isn't appropriate regarding your needs. Also, anyone would seem narrow-minded when compared to a swollen-headed juggernaut such as yourself.
A juggernaut, huh? Yeah. I like the sound of that.
I see someone allowed his sarcasm lessons to lapse.
Moving on. Lord Arendel's followers will doubtless attempt to interfere, so we'll need to keep a close eye on them. Once Count Varley joins us, we can discuss the matter I mentioned further.
It seems he's just arrived, Your Majesty.
Apologies for my tardiness. Gregoire von Varley at the court service. My, but attendance seems light. Where is the Lord Regent and the rest of our noble six?
Duke Eyre stands accused of treason and has been dismissed as Prime Minister. Lord Arundel is a fugitive from the same crime and will be taken in soon.
Well, this is a rather shocking turn of events. I had no idea Ludwig was capable of such things.
Indeed. And as for the others, Duke Gert was dispatched to Western Fodland to... And my father, the late Marquis Vestra, which makes me the new Marquis Vestra, and Minister of the Imperial Household.
Ah! You've nothing to fear, Count Varley. Her Majesty intends to bestow a great honor upon you.
Majesty? Wait,
The title hasn't been formalized just yet, but as it stands, you should view it as a foregone conclusion. More importantly, Count Varley, there is a very important position I wish for you to fill. I intend to rebuild the Southern Church, and who better to be the bishop than you, our Minister of Religious Affairs? I will make my case to the Archbishop personally.
Thankfully, Lord Arundel and his men are no longer around to obstruct such a move.
You would bestow such a position on me? Make no mistake, it is a great honor, but...
Very. Now then, your first duty in the role will be to oversee my coronation. I'm sorry to keep you waiting. Are you enjoying your stay at the palace?
More than I expected, though I do feel a bit out of place here.
Understandable. Everyone here either is a noble themselves or serves one. However, that will change. As Emperor, I plan to end discrimination based on social status. Everyone will have a chance to rise to the top, whether they are born into the aristocracy or not.
No more nobles or commoners, huh? That does sound pretty great.
Oh, I will. But at the moment, I have a proposition for you.
Go on.
We've successfully expunged the Prime Minister and the rest of that puppet government, but a certain amount of unrest is unavoidable. In other words, I can't go back to Garreg-Mach and continue my studies.
What about the others?
Our noble families will be in disarray as we transition to my system, and of course, some, like Dorothea, are not as affected as the others, but all of them have offered to stay and help rather than return to the monastery without us. If you'd be willing to do the same, I'd like to offer you a top post in my new military.
Now there's a tantalizing offer. It's not like you have any real...
I'm more of a hired sword than an officer.
Which is why you're perfect. Hubert wants to recruit mercenaries such as yourself, and I can't put some noble in command of them. But they would listen to a capable fighter such as you.
I don't know if I really have the experience for it, but if you have that much faith in me, I won't let you down.
Having deposed Lord Arundel and Duke Eyre, Edelgard quickly arranges for her coronation, her eyes now fixed firmly on the monumental task laid out before her. All the while, the kingdom of Fargus is thrown into unrest over the right of succession, while the Leicester Alliance finds themselves pitted against an invading Almiran horde. Realizing the troubles of Fodlan will fall squarely on her young students' shoulders, Archbishop Rhea closes the Officers' Academy and permits her charges to return home.